Oh, this is Kanan Meltison, showing my plastic Ironman collection.
Wow, that was bad.
So, today we'll be showing my Green Army,
World record Walmart.
and not including the sub-factions that I have, the Trader, Red Helmet, Imperial Dotman, and a bunch of others. So, let's get to my leaders. So this guy right here is the head leader, General Green Gage. He is the general of the whole. He is the commanding officer of the whole army of the Green Pine Nation, or the Green Army. This right here is the second command, or first command, depending on General Green. And here's General Blue Helmet. And here's two other commanders. I'm not gonna name them though. They're technically from another series you might heard of, but I'm not gonna take them for my own though. I just play with them in my own way. Anyway, this character is Agent Doggy. He's a figure of a dog. He's actually another character in another series I made up called the CM universe. It's a made up universe drawn down of pictures and drawings I made before. Anyway, so the other commanders are, this right here is a Captain Zahn, we could call him. And if you can remember that, put in the comments, Captain Zahn. So these guys right here, this category is all. I'll be back in a sec. I'm just doing a video. These guys are the main generals and commanders. Main generals and commanders of the army. Like, they're the ones that are in the front lines leading their troops. And they're like the more unique generals, not standard issued. This guy here is the commander of the standard generals. So these types of generals are probably considered frontline generals. Well, the ones over here are standard generals. They are only command only platoons, one army at a time. Well, these ones lead the whole army, and they're granted permission from General Green Gage to lead the whole army when he is injured or he's out doing politician stuff, like making alliances or certain stuff. Because General Green Gage is more like a figurehead. He isn't the real general. Reason being why General Green is kind of the main general of the nation. General Green Pine isn't the president, but he is the representative of the Green Army and Green Pine itself, not the president though. And right here are the other head generals, the commanding officers of these guys here and these guys here. So the ones in this category, the frontline generals, they're the ones who are in charge of these generals, and the free right here are in charge of those, and the ones up front are the generals, are the commanders of leading all of these officials. So if I divide my army into like 300 a group, or at least 100, there's about 7 platoons worth if I'm saying that correctly. There's like a quarter of 8th platoon right here, and other ones are just one platoon. Again, correct me if that is the wrong estimate, wrong answer for like 100 troops each. It could be a squad each, but yeah. So for my armory, I think I have 8 tanks and 6 medium light tanks, the bluish ones right there. I have about 2 armored carts, 1 custom one made by Timmy, 3 more bigger Jeeps that Armyman could fit in more likely. And here's the other Jeeps, the smaller ones, supply trucks, and like transport Jeeps. I have 3 helicopters, 2 transport, 1 for assaulting and attacking, and 1 lead jet, 1 lead fighter of the other fighters, and 1 transport truck right there. And I have 1 bulldozer, 3 light tanks, just the darker green ones right there. I have 1 radio truck, and then 1 missile launcher truck. Or otherwise, supply truck is the right term for it. So, the different variants of troops I have. So this guy right here is considered a super soldier. Can focus. There you go. Because he's actually a more bigger and more updated mold of the Matchbox. If I can show you another one, the Matchbox mold. Oops. This is the more standard issue, the original Matchbox mold. If you know what Matchbox is, I'm pretty sure you do, but anyway. So, if you can see, one of them is more detailed and looks more heavily armed for the most part. So these guys are super soldiers because of their size and their uniqueness. And I have heard or have seen that the couple of packs have these infantry now that aren't in one container, that are now mixed with yellow, British, Japanese, and German, and obviously American. Anyway, I think that's, for the most part, I have like mainly Bizarro or elite, like true heroes army men. This guy right here, sorry about that. This is a true heroes army man. I think they're pretty, they make a lot of my army as well. And then there's the 2000 mold with the like Gulf War or like kind of Afghanistan uniform and kind of decked out armor and such. And then I have the FX troops from like the paratroopers from the dollar store, and also a couple of random ones I got from the Armyman store. I also have a lot of the molds who Michael Aperkin used. These guys, I don't remember the name of the character, Plastic Apocalypse, the sergeant or the second command of the other guy. But anyway, that's just about all the troops I have and a little bit about their, like, the different categories I have. So, yeah. Anyway, thank you for listening and watching this video. I appreciate it. If you have any advice to make a stop motion or animation, I'd be gladly accept the advice for it. So this is Caden Meltison signing out.